Ćao svima, dobrodošli ljudi na kanal Arene Sport, dobrodošli u još jedan retro četvrtak sa Milanom Popovićem ili ti inspektorom Popovićem u ovoj ulozi. Samo da vidim. Stvarno mi se ugasio miš. Stvarno, brate, do malo pre sam ga koristio i radio je i sad se ugasi bukvalno kako sam stis. Dobro, nije to preveliki problem. Samo mora sekunda jedna da ovaj kabel prođe, brate, sve ovo i da dođe do ovde i uđe ovako i to je to. Dakle, dobrodošli na kanal Arene Sport, dobrodošli u još jedan retro četvrtak, dobrodošli u još jednu epizodu Noira, inspektor Popović večera sa vama, dobar dan, dobrodošli. Bolje vas našli, inspektore Popoviću, važi. Ajde uzmemo ovaj auto ovdje. Ne znam gdje treba da idemo, zaboravio sam, mogo bi da pogledam. Ne znam šta treba da radimo, ništa ne znam. Jacob's Backyard. Treba mi ovo, ne, treba mi direktno da uđem tu. Location, Central Police Station. Šta treba radimo ovdje? Station House for LAPD, dobro, ajde. Idemo da se provozamo. Vidi ovo, nema servo, brate. Druže, ne da nema servo. Dobro, sad kad bude došla ova nova misija, znaš šta će da bude ovdje? Znaš koliko će para da mi uzme država, brate? Znaš ti koliko će para da mi uzme država? To je bukvalno jezivo. Sure do, Phelps. Your bird's an interview too. And get this, he's wearing gloves and doing his best not to touch anything. Can you beat that? He's wearing gloves. Šta je ovo? Gde idemo?
Hey, I gave his wife a tap. I said all's fair in love and war.
About time. Are you the senior officer I requested? I'm Detective Phelps and this is Detective.
Ko je ovo?
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate and you keep me here like a common criminal.
Slušaj bre, brkati, prvo da prestaneš, a onda... Šta Counsel General? Argentina Consul General Installment Pacordo. A, njemu su ukrali auto.
Where did you purchase the car? My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano-Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Što je najgore od svega, mislim da ne laže.
Dewey Brothers. You think someone from the garage could have been involved in the theft? It would not surprise me in the least.
Ne, brate, hoću startujem iz početka. Majke mi moje. Restart. Brate, verovo sam mu, ne znam zašto sam mu verovo, brate, nekako mi ništa nije uradio očima, glavom, mimikom, ništa, brate. Ništa. Ajmo ponovo. Šta sam restartovao ja? Šta se bre bilo desilo ovde? Se restartovao celu igricu, će neko to da mi kaže. Ljudi, to ne može se dogoditi. Majke moje, nemoguće da sam restartovao celu igricu, a? Ili? Jel moguće? Nema šanse.
Check in with the watch commander, Phelps. Front desk.
Dobro, to je to. Central Police Station, ulazim unutra. Znači... Ne razmišljam previše ja kao pandur, razumeš? Ajde, brate, prestani odmah. Ne mogu da te slušam.
Have you any idea how long I've been waiting to speak with you? I am needed back at the consulate, and you keep me here like a common criminal.
All right, friend. Let's take a deep breath and start all over again. Mr. Valdez.
Consul General.
Consul General. Tvoj full
Where
title.
did you purchase the car?
My secretary and driver arranged the purchase. A disreputable place, Dewey Brothers by name. As soon as I can have it arranged, I will have my Hispano-Suiza brought up from Buenos Aires.
Pa dobro, ne znam ni da li laže, razumeš?
Bought a Packard, Valdez? A snob like you doesn't drive an American car. I want answers or I'll smack you around the teeth.
William Dewey offered me a substantial bribe to make a purchase at his establishment.
Kafu sam stavio samo da mi voda ne
This
pročita.
kind of transaction in the
Pa
civil
dobro,
service.
pogodio sam pitanje ovo.
Tell that to the Argentine taxpayers.
Dobro, nećemo ga pitamo ovo, stani sekund. Dobro, nije još lažna uzbuna. Theft of
Consul
conscience.
General,
Majte.
we have located your car. Can you tell us how it was stolen?
It must have been stolen from the consular garage. Terribly inconvenient, of course. I want the perpetrator soundly flogged.
Iskreno,
Fortunately, we don't do that here, your
možda bi ti čak rekao i da lažeš,
I
brate.
think you know who stole the car and why they stole it, Valdez.
How dare you! If I was a younger man, I would demand satisfaction. And what evidence do you have that links me to the thief?
Au. Witness report for driving.
And an apology is in order before I will continue.
Ne kapiram, brate, ne kapiram, ne mogu, ova igrica je malo, razumeš, ono...
They said all's fair in love and war.
Ne mogu, zaboravim, brate, jednom nedeljno zaboravim šta sam uradio. Dobro, gde da idem sad, ajde.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
I? Šta, nikom ništa, ne razumem.
kind of man leaves his pregnant girlfriend at home while he goes off to play cards?
Pregnant girlfriends aren't always a barrel of laughs. Everyone needs to let off a little steam. Some guys wouldn't come back home at all.
Ajde da promenim kontrole jedne samo da vidimo. Controls. Keyboard and mouse.
Talking from experience?
Quick as we shut one of these races down.
Kako sam uleteo bezobrazno ispred
Kids used to steal cars to
ispred tramvaja. Ne!
The next 16-year-old I have to peel off the sidewalk, you're calling them. I've had enough of those to last me a
Sada idemo na neke gradske trke, ulične, gde ne znam šta možemo da pokupimo od informacije. A Bože me sačuvaj. U stvari šta Bože me sačuvaj, kao da je... Kao da ga nisam ja udario iz sve snage. Jel preko mosta? Gde sam ja? Hidden vehicle. A gde sam ja? A kako je to hidden vehicle? Kako ja znam da je to hidden vehicle? Brate, molim vas, samo nemojte da mi iskačete na ulicu. Ja moram da vozim ovde polako, po pravilima, da ne udaram nikoga, da pazim jer će država da mi naplati, druže, koliko ti Bog hoće, ve. Gdje je ovaj hidden auto? Ne mogu da uđem ovdje. Ovdje? Rare vehicles, vrate, a? Druže, vidi ga, Phantom, brate, je li ovo Batmanov auto, a? Aj, uđi, kolega. Druže, vidi, Phantom ovaj, kakav je, tebra, nemoguće, majke mi moja, a? A ovaj baš zanosi, druže, koji automobil, a? Kakav auto, brate, vidi ovo, bre, sredina 20. veka, pogledaj koja gracioznost od vozila.
There's the red Ford, that's Delgado right there.
Quick, they're getting away!
Phelps, 1247. Requesting assistance at 1st and Santa Fe. Reports of an illegal street
Stay on Delgado. He's getting away. Gonna lose him.
Halo! Samo se pomeri. Delgado is our boy, forget the others. Što mi je nestao Phantom ovaj moj, brate, malo pre. Znaš koji je automobil za ovakve vožnje?
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Step on it, Phelps. Take him out.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Dođi, dođi. Dođi, dođi, dođi. Ej, kaka glupost, ja naletim na ove kutije, a?
God damn it, Cole, hold it steady.
Hajde, izađi, dođi vamo. Samo neki voz da me ne udari, brate. Možda nije trebalo da ga upucam, ali iskreno nisam mu dao šansu, brate. Znači, bukvalno šansa mu nije data.
And all the time you spent in the army, in basic training, in officer school, at the police academy. At no point during that time did anyone teach you how to control a fucking automobile. You destroyed God knows how many vehicles, you terrorized citizens throughout East Downtown, and we haven't got a goddamn thing to show for it. You were on street duty.
Što se deo, ovi ste ladno dera na mene, znači nešto ja ne radim kako treba ovdje.
Now get the hell out of my sight.
Dobro, clues found 17 od 17, correction correct 7 od 11, to je više od pola. Valjda će biti bolji. Ajmo dalje.
You have any plans for weekend Liberty, Jack? My sisters have been working in Los Angeles in a bomber factory. They're coming down to visit. I'm meeting them at the station at 6. Good for you, Jack. Are they cute? They're my sisters, Hank.
Attention! Final inspection before Liberty. Good job, Kelso.
Good job, Kelso, to je rekao.
Are we going somewhere, gentlemen? Full inspection. It had better be exceptional if any of you want Liberty this weekend. Kelso, this carbine. The bore is dirty. No, it isn't. Are you arguing with me, Kelso?
Da, raspravljam se.
Do, Sergeant. You know the bore is immaculate.
Weekend Liberty canceled. 2-day field drill. Clean this rifle.
No.
Do you know the penalty for insubordination, Kelso?
Jack, don't do it.
Forget him, Hank. He doesn't have what it takes. Are you two finished? Are you going to clean this rifle?
No, Sergeant. Cole is right. I'm going to stop playing games and join a rifle company and fight the real enemy.
Neko je pokazao zube moćnome vojniku u kasarni, da li će mu to doneti dobro ili zlo u životu, nemamo još pojma, ali Marriage Made in Heaven počinje sada. Misija broj 3. Bravo. Misija broj 3. Dobro zvuči kad se izgovori. Znači, crveni auto ga je udario desnim farom. Nisam video tablice. Pao mu je šešir, ostala je krv na reklami. Ovo, to sam video sve. Sa desne strane bi trebalo da ga udario, što znači da ne bi trebalo da ima, ako je ova igrica napravljena kako treba, ne bi trebalo da ima desni far. Hit and run vehicle. Dobro.
California to be a secretary.
Gde je exit ovdje, ajde. Sigurno nije ovdje. Evo ga ovdje, izlazimo. Bravo. A gde mi je auto? Šta, ja ne mogu da imam ovaj auto, ništa. Kako se seo ovdje, nije razmislio 2 puta, brate. Dobro. Location. Race Cafe. Ajmo. Ajde da imamo ispod $100 kaznu za sljedeće, za kraj ove misije. Majke mi moje, stvarno ću se potruditi. Mjesto zločina je tu, mi smo stigli, igrica nas usporava, auto se parkira sam, cinematik počinje 4:29, Race Cafe. Tu je žena koja je možda vidjela nešto, tu je udarac, tu je šešir, tu je krv, tu je čak i... Da li je tu reklama na kojoj je prsalo malo krvi, ovo je ovdje brkati... Barmen mi ne uliva poverenje uopšte, ali... Ajmo malo po malo. Korak po korak.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got? Thick as a white male named Lester Patterson walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there and he ended up here, dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar, named Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the Yellow Brick Road.
Is that so?
O, Shannon Perry, 24 godine, napustila svoje selo da bi postala zvezda. Važi, braćo, bre, brate. Brate, ne znam, ovo šešir nema veze s nisičim.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Ha? Ovo krv? Nije, ali ovo sam vidio, dobro. Idemo po... Tragovi kočenja.
So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Boga mi, brate, svaka čast kako ste ovo izvalili, znaš?
It's all yours, detective.
Ne, dobro, imamo tragove kočenja. Imamo...
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell.
Dobro.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Da li moguće da je 20 feet, a? Dobro.
Careful where you're stepping, Phelps. I don't come down to the station house and tap dance on his face and ended up here.
Aj, brate, ko je ovo? Forenzičar, molim te, pusti me na miru. Ovdje ništa. Ok, u unutrašnjem džepu dokumenti. To je to.
We can notify next of kin.
Lova. Što nisi digo lovu, brate? A u drugom kovertu California Fire and Life, Lester Pattison. Dear Mr. Pattison, it is with great pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt of your application for TNF and pre-approval has been granted to raise the weekly premium on your life insurance policy from 3.70 per week to 5.9 per week. Okay. This raise became effective on January 1st, 1947. Where are standard veteran care policy entitled you To a lump sum payout 10 times unlimited debt of permanent anticipation. This is new plan secures benefit as sum of California Fire issue health.
Addison has life insurance.
Ništa nikoma.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Dobro, nema više ovdje nikakvih stvari za ispitati. Hajmo da odemo do ove ovdje devojke i da je pitamo par pitanja. Ćao, devojko.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
Kako ti imaš 24 godine, objasni mi.
Partner, Detective Bukowski. What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first 3 letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Okay.
Tell us what happened.
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Pa nemoj da me lažeš!
Do you want my help or don't you?
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were 2 voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspaper.
Lupio sam da sumnjam, ali...
In the paper, trying to find work as an actress and... Things are pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
Cough it up, sister.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Dobro, što znači da ako su se svađali muž i žena, a ovo je podignuto sa 3,9 nedeljno na 5,9 nedeljno, što znači da je osiguranje na godišnjem nivou sa 10.000 povećano na 16.000, što znači da je njega žena možda čak i gurnula.
Let's see what the patrons have to say. I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room. I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
Aha. Ajmo
What
pored.
can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
So what was he doing outside? It's against licensing regulations to drink on the sidewalk.
Esther and Lorna were having a fight. The owner made him take it outside. It was pretty ugly.
A viš da znaš, brate, viš da znaš.
A witness overheard an argument.
Šta kažete na tu svađu?
There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
What was it about?
Promašio sam!
Who knows? The slightest thing could set those two off.
Brate, ne razumem, uopšte ne kapiram, ne...
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
Thanks for your help,
Opet 2 od 3, bre. Kako ne mogu da potrafim sva pitanja, pa to ti je, bre.
Anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Ali ovaj telefon zamurio mi je najjača stvar na svijetu. Zovi pojačanje, reci da imamo ovdje, imamo žrtvu, imamo svedoka jednog, 2 svedoka i žrtvu.
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln owners. Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, detective.
Bravo, bre, pozovi stanicu da ti provere.
Possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Važi. A što je najjače, idemo kod njega. Sigurno.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
Excuse me.
You're behind the wheel.
Where are we going?
A ovdje sam valjda sve završio, brate. Ovdje sam valjda sve završio, 46 Packard. Pa evo, brate, ja sam odmah vidio da mu je polomljeno desno svetlo. A tebi se žuri negde. Ljubite brat, a? Boga mi, jak udarac.
William Shelton?
Yes?
It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Yes. The accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Ne mogu stalno da jurim nekoga, brate, stalno da...
That coward thinks he can run from everything. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Dođi vamo da ti rascopam glavu.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this.
Jel mogu da izvadim pištolj neki da mu pucam u, brate, u šta da mu pucam?
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on.
Aj, izlazi iz tog auta. Što bežiš? Što se praviš ti pametan, jeli? Neću opalim. Što se dešava ovdje?
That's it. Cuff him and we're done.
behind your head. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
Možda je tužan bio nekome, pa su se oni žena dogovorili da on ovo, da bi ona ovo, da bi...
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor.
Mislim, to je moja neka tu, neko mišljenje. Ali mišljenje ko pupak, brate, svakoga ima.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Leave the coroner and the paperwork. Procedure can wait. We should probably go speak to the wife and let her know what's happening.
Idemo da pričamo sa ženom od ovog, od žrtve, a? Ajde, samo mi je zabole igrica. Ja hoću.
All hard at the prospect of paperwork, don't you?
Don't let that asshole get away.
Notify Mrs. Pettison. Beži, beži, beži. Ma ne tražim ništa. Kako sam rekao, ne tražim ništa, tako sam samo stisao levi klik, onako spontano, potpuno. Nešto ovdje ne valja, a? Šta je bre ovo, brate? Malo je zablokira, a? Kakva je ovo igrica, brate? Šta se sad konkretno dešava ovdje?
This isn't a tank, Phelps.
Brought to you by Bullseye brand cigarettes. Tex William.
Ali šta kad će opet sada da mi nestane ovo? Možda i neće. Šta treba radimo? Da, baš je bilo zablokiralo, ludilo.
I've seen you little sons of bitches prowling around my store. I'll show you. I'll teach you not to.
Sir, drop the weapon. You've been drinking, sir. You don't really want to.
3 times I've been robbed. Ain't nothing gets done about it.
Mrtvi ladni, brate, pljas pandura, pljas civila, a?
Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Druže, pre nego što je rekao enough games, ovaj jedan je dobio glavu, ovaj drugi je dobio u rame, pa je dobio kroz prozor u vrat, razumeš? Suvi vrat.
I've been involved in a shooting. Suspects are down. Need an ambulance to 540 West 9th Street. It's a code 4. Notify a supervisor and the coroner.
Roger, 11K. All units be advised. Suspects are down at 540 West 9th Street. Shooting at Uncle Sam's Army surplus is code 4.
Šta je ovo? Stani. Znate šta je super? Super je to što mi se ugasila igrica. Ne ugasila, nego, brate, monitor ovaj zabola je. I prosto ne vidim je ovde, a... Da, ne vidim ovo, vidim na ovom desnom monitoru, ali ovde ne. Tako da ćemo sada da je ugasimo ovde. I da je restartujemo. Šta? Au, šta će sve da se desi danas, brate? Šta li će sve da se desi danas, brat? Što je ovo, brat? Vraćamo se nazad, igrica radi na svim monitorima, kafa spremna. Ajde, vozi ti, molim te, nije vidio za malo se zagrci. Mislim, ne za malo zagrcao se, za malo se udavi. To ti ja kažem. A šta je u šoku, brate, vidjela je da...
Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work. You don't think, Phelps, the guy was run over, so it worked out well for this broad.
Ma bre, vidi. Imamo ovdje, brate, clues. Imamo...
Do you believe him? I believe he didn't mow down the victim on purpose. The rest of it stinks. His boo-hoo story about being a surveyor and not wanting to lose his license.
Insurance letter. Hoćeš da otvorimo ovo? Ne mogu da otvorim.
You make a mistake, you face the consequences. You don't run off and hide like some little girl hoping it'll all go away.
People make bad decisions in the heat of the moment.
Well, I'd like to see him try that one on the judge. If he had time to clock who was at the scene, he had time to make a choice.
Dobro, ja iskreno mislim da je njega bukvalno žena gurnula iz razloga što je on na ovom ugovoru o osiguranju imao to povećanje sa nedeljnog 3,9 na 5,9, što znači da na godišnjem nivou je to mnogo, jer ima 52 nedelje, to u stvari nije mnogo, šta je mnogo? Bukvalno šta je mnogo, brate?
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead.
Ali vidiš, brate?
What's there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in 44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick
Šta
together.
znači a lot back then, druže? 47. je, sad je 40... Ti si se udala za njega 44. ono...
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna. I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy.
Opa! Imamo nego šta?
Confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car.
Dobro.
It wasn't good.
I ja ću sada da ti kažem da lažeš ako bude moglo da ti kažem.
We're friends. Good friends. You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
Čekaj, ona je, brate, uzela hit and run. Nature of hit and run. Neće skrene pogled nijednom, a? Dobro.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
You're lying, Lorna. You pushed him in front of the car.
If you think you can prove that, I suggest you arrest me now. I would have loved to push him under a car many a time, but not this time.
Ma nemoguće, brate, nemoguće je.
We were always arguing. So what?
Ajde vidim šta će intuicija da mi kaže. Ja bih rekao da sumnjam na ovo što je rekla. Da sad ne kliknem. Jedini put.
We can easily get the full story from the regulars in the bar.
All right. Lester was playing cards out back. He lost, of course, and wanted back in. He suggested I earn the money on my back to get a mistake. That was the proposition he was putting to his so-called buddies. So maybe I was a little angrier than usual.
Znači, htio je nju da stavi, pa dobro, i ovaj lik je bio ozbiljan majmun, med.
We're leaving, Lorna, but this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye on you.
Ne mogu da vežem sva pitanja da odgovorim lepo, brate, pa to ti je... Moramo da izađemo, jel da? Dobro.
I'm out of here, Lorna. I got a business to run.
Svuda, brate.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Messages, please.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Patterson autopsy.
Thanks, ma'am.
Ja ne znam da li ovdje ima još nešto da se nađe. Moram ja da vozim, a? Moram ja da vozim, brate. Izašao si. Aj sad ti vozi. Ti vozi, u mrtvačnicu idemo. Idemo u centralnu mrtvačnicu. Ali moguće da sam ušao u auto ovako, a? Pa druže, uzeo sam ti auto jer si mi stao na vrata, nisam ti uzeo auto jer sam teo da ti uzme auto i nemoj si bezobraz da te ne bi razbili kolega ja ovdje na sredu ulice. Znaš, malo ko murija i to. Central Morgue, 9:35 ujutru. Kola ambulante su ispred, na parkingu, kao da se ništa nikada nije desilo. Ok, ulazimo u mrtvačnicu. Stuff only. Pravo tu ulazi.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax.
To ti kažem, brate, to ti kažem, znao sam.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife, length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. The trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. If Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir.
We need to get raised one more time and trial for evidence.
Znači idemo nazad, a?
By a judge. Should ask for a jury. You're behind the wheel. All right. Where to?
A, trebalo da diramo ovaj auto.
So there was some truth to Sheldon's cock and bull story after all.
Kakabal.
But he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
Now all we need is a murder weapon. Reis kafe. Quando domes tu kafe. Vraćamo se nazad gdje može da bude nož. Ja imam jednu pretpostavku da nož može da bude ovdje. Da li je nož ovdje? Nije. Ok. Gdje može još da bude nož? Nož može da bude ovdje. Evo ga. Lepo je rekao i ovaj brat. Lepo je rekao brat da je veličine skoro bajoneta, brat. A ovdje možemo se popremo. A ideš sa mnom ti. Ja stavio se popremo da vidim samo šta se ovdje dešava. Ne znam, mislim da ovdje nema ništa što meni može da... Dođi bre kolega, šta si se popeo tamo? Pomeri mi se od auta. Jer nema mesta ovdje, stvarno nema mesta. Gdje idemo sad? Okej.
Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
Oh, muy bien, muy bien.
It's too late, Sabo.
Stop or I will shoot.
Brate, Sabo. Sabo, molim te, ajde dosta, brate. Kako je trebalo da ga ranim u cipelu, znaš? Znači, lepo sam znao da su ga ubili, sigurno su ga ubili zbog onoga što sam prvo pomislio, ali...
Conspiracy and first degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps. You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to...
Tačno je onaj ugovor što sam rekao za osiguranje bio razlog, ali nekako nije moglo da se desi onako kako sam ja mislio. Isto rešenje, samo drugi postupak. Dobro. Osam od 9. Znaš kako sam teo da bude ispod $100, brati. 8 od 9. Nešto nisam našao. A slip of the tongue.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Dobro. Ajmo da izađemo odavde. Šefe, prijatno doviđenja.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Nego šta, nego ćeš ti da voziš, ja moram nešto da pogledam.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that.
Dobar. Vozi da vidimo gdje je auto ukraden. Još radimo traffic.
They have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to do that strewn all over the front pages.
Ova misija ne postoji u original igrici, ovo je bukvalno, ja mislim da je, da li je Deluxe Edition ili... Ne, nije Deluxe, nego je Complete Edition. Samo da ugasim ovo jer ne mogu da slušam, preglasna mi je ova sirena. Samo polako, samo polako. Dođi vamo. Dođi. Gde ćeš, gde ćeš? A šta si bio over the speed limit? Što se glupiraš, što voziš tako ko budala, vrat? Ej, nemoj da me lažeš, brate.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Paperwork za ukraden automobil, a? 11.1. Cliff Harrison. Investigate Coombs Automotive. Više, on meni deluje, vrate, stabilno.
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records.
Dobro, ovo sam kliknuo da je istina, realno.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Znači...
That's right.
A ne mogu da promašim sve, bre!
It's time to come clean.
You're crazy. I paid good money for this car.
Ali, brate, sumnjamo, brate. Pa ne može da bude jedan jedini ta...
Nothing like that.
Lažeš, brate.
Enough lies. If you have a record, we'll find it eventually.
I go to USC. I've never been in trouble my whole life. You can check up on me all you want. You won't find a thing.
Sve sam, brate, promašio. Hoću da restartujem ovo. Uj, brate, koliko sam se iznervirao.
Phelps, Bukowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Me svrbi noga, brate.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd...
Ajde, brate, držim shift. Molim te, potrči, brate.
I don't believe it. Guy gave his wife a tap. Say all fair in love and war.
You can drive.
Ajde, vozi me odavde, molim te.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Ajde, brate, šta ste se raspričali? Trebalo bi tu negdje već sada je gotova priča i da polako dolazimo do njih, jel da?
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him.
Ajde, sad ćemo malo brže da ga uhapsimo.
Remember, we need them healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Fraser from 6 West 2nd Street.
Za malo obojica da zgazimo po pešaka.
Lay into his wheel arches.
A dođi vamo da ti rascopam glavu. Uništio sam mu auto. Druže, opet ti, brate, i speed limit. Ne bi bežao ako nemam razloga da bežim, druže.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Znači, ajmo da pročitamo sve. Customer recipe. I sign off my name on legal ownership certificate and sign my name on ownership certificate or car purchased. Cliff, Amisu. West, dobro. 1900. Proper service and repair procedures. Kaiser, Manhattan. Cash price. Radio fighter. Dobro. Ajmo sada iz početka.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
Dobro, uspio sam, ovo sam sumnjao.
Because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Šta to ima on?
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top notch. This will need to be traced.
Je li ovo ispravno? Hvala ti puno na izdvojenom vremenu.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me! I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Bag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
Opet si ti seo da voziš, brate.
So, where do you want to go?
Znači, opet si ti seo da ja vozim, ali ne može, moraš ti da voziš. Punim ti se.
You know the way. You can drive.
You know the way you can drive, molim te samo... Ovo muško nosi torbicu? Nije. Kolega... Vozi do auto otpada. Da vidimo šta tamo ima da se sazna.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right.
Ajmo da se isfokusiramo sada, molim vas.
You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Phelps.
Ne, super ti je fora, majke mi moje.
If I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Da, ovaj lik je stvarno, brate, simpatičan jedan čovjek. E pa da, jel možemo da vidimo mi te potvrde o kupovini?
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Šta je ovo? Printed department motor vehicles by the... Ovo izgleda je drugačije malo, a? A šta je ovo desno? Cliff Harrison, Western.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit at least.
Ajde da ti nama odgovoriš na par pitanja. Nemoj da te ja upucam, brate.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Dobro. Šta te pitam?
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
You need to give us
A, brate, kako promašim?
Yap. Son, your problem is that your gums keep flapping, but you do no listening.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
These pink slips are leading us to something big, Coombs. It's time to stop being cute.
I'm going to assume you're having a bad day, son. I sell cars, not paper.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
Da li laže ili brate sumnjamo, a?
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp
2 od 4 ja odgovorim, brate.
Fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Ajmo da bežimo odavde. Ne mogu da razgovaram, nije mi... Loš sam Pandor, izvalio se. A ovo pored je vatrogasni, verovatno, jel da?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247. Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
I need an address on a Marquee Printing Company.
Marquee Printing Company, sure. Just a moment. Aliso Street, near San Pedro.
Odlično. Investigate Marquee Printing, idemo tamo pravo.
On suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thank you.
Isn't that the cop who solved the big case and got promoted?
Isn't that the cop who get promoted?
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
Tako je bre, pomeri se da sednem.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Čekaj, treba mi sekundija. Ajmo da vidimo šta ima ovaj ovde bata da mi kaže, verovatno neću pogoditi ni jedno pitanje, ali da završimo razgovor sa njim i to bi bilo to za današnje druženje.
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall.
Ti si ja?
What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Je, moje kuće, dobro kuće. Dobro kuće. Neka je. Jo, srce moje. Moj psa ne može bez mene. Neka je. Ajde, idi tamo, sad ćemo još malo da se družimo. Ajde, bežite.
Wake up, Cole.
Sam je otvorio vrata. Ne znam šta treba da radi. Druže, moram ja da uzmem papir i olovku, brate, i da... Ovdje ništa od ovoga mi ne treba. Šta mi je rekao, brat? Nisam ni čuo ni video, brat. Ajmo da vidimo. Ne može? Ne kapiram.
You can drive. Fine. Where are we headed?
Ajde, imamo još malo vremena. Idemo da posjetimo, brate, sljedeću destinaciju.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Johnston, president of the Motion Picture Association, talks frankly concerning the attitude of the producers.
We're accused of having communists and communist sympathizers in our employ. Undoubtedly, there are such persons in Hollywood.
A što ne voziš, brate? Šta je crveno? Što si stao ovdje, brate? Što smo stali ovdje, brate? Aha. Uopšte ne razumem. Je li ovdje nešto, ne? Brate, iskreno ja ne razumem.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. And where exactly are we going?
Ajde da vidimo šta se ovdje dešava. Ma bre, šta da radim ja ovdje, brate, ali ovo moguće? Idem još da provjerim, policijsku stanicu, ako mi tamo ništa ne kaže ova igrica, ja odo.
All right, where to?
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Hey, investigation room, huh?
And then the louse calls and says he's gonna marry.
Crummy bastard.
On to meni rekao, brat.
Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Šta je ovo?
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you just like that.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Opet promašim, brate, šta je ovo? Ja mu ne verujem, brate, kako može?
I don't know no Jean Archer.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Velasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking.
Opa, hoćeš dogovor sada, a? Mnogo me nerviraju ovi odgovori. Ali dobro.
Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
You're lying. You deliver the cars here in LA.
You're gonna need more than a guess to pin that one on me.
Eto, jel viš sad ovo, brate?
I've tried to be helpful, and look how I get treated. I'm not sure I like you.
You had a chance to cooperate, Velasco. See you in 10 years when you get out.
5 experience, mnogo sam loš sa ovim pitanjima.
You're Phelps, right?
Mnogo sam loš sa ovim pitanjima, ali sad idem da se naspavam da bi mogao sljedeći put kada dođem u detektivske vode da malo bolje zaplivam nego što sam plivao danas. Ajde sad ćemo ovu konverzaciju.
The Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Gordon Lightval, property Marquee Printing. Ništa, to je to. Znači, uopšte nisam dobar pandur, ali dobro. Kome je još to bitno, hvala vam puno što ste bili tu, ne menjajte kanal na pravom ste mjestu, ja sada moram da idem, a vi budite dobro, budite nasmijani, volite nekoga i neka neko voli vas. Ljubi brat. Pa i živi bili pa se vidjeli. Ćao braće i sestre.